Well, NRL.com is here with Brad Fittler. Brad, a bit of a Blues day today, getting the excitement happening around Origin, only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, it's right. All the Blatchies originally didn't have their wigs on. I didn't notice them, so they're now all wigged up, and what great supporters they are.
Pretty exciting for them to be able to come down and rub shoulders with some of the Blues legends.
Well, I hope so. We did it last year as well. Yeah, it was good. We had a bit of a barbecue with them afterwards. I think that's planned today as well. So, that group is only getting bigger and better, and the last couple of years have just created such a great atmosphere.
This is one of the benefits, I guess, of being a Blatchies member.
Absolutely, yeah. Get involved, be a Blatchy.
All right, let's talk Origin. A couple of weeks away, excitement's building, but obviously a lot of decisions to make by Coach Laurie Daly.
Yes, hopefully the City Country game, which was pretty entertaining. Hopefully a few blokes really pushed their names forward and helped him out with his selections, but a couple of blokes being suspended didn't help, and it seems to be a problem every year. So we're going to need some. Queensland are going to have some strong motivation this year, so something they haven't had in the past. So we're going to have to really, it'd be nice for some players to step up over the next couple of weeks.
You've got sort of youth on your side after watching the Australian game. The age, the Blues have youth on their side. Watching the Australia versus Kiwis game, you can see that maybe age is becoming an issue there. Do you think maybe that's what the advantage you might have over the Maroons this year?
Yeah, as long as our age is younger. I know we had a pretty old side last year, but he knows what he's doing, Loz, and I think he's proven over the last couple of years. He puts a lot of homework in, and he's a pretty loyal guy, so that's a really nice mixture to have.
With the halves, obviously Josh Reynolds, there's been a lot of talk about him and the pressure he's under. Do you feel it is the pressure of Origin that's making things not go as smoothly for him?
Yeah, you might be right. And in the City Country game, the good he did far outweighed the negatives, and that's what happens. He's under pressure, and the articles came out the following day saying how bad he was and how he can't play Origin, while if people watch the game closely, he did an awful lot of good and a lot of positives. So he's got a week off, and somewhere in amongst that he's got to find some composure and control, because obviously with the trip, that's what it sort of tended to lean towards, just lacking that little bit of composure at the time he needed. And we need him to be on top of his game, no doubt. And I think he's a perfect player to bring that enthusiasm, and he's got an energy not many people have, and it's always nice to have that in a footy team.
His halves partner, Trent Hodkinson, there's been questions around his form as well, but has he been ruled out, or is there still a chance?
Oh, he's a big chance. Yeah, big chance. The same thing, he's still got 2 weeks to go, and the one thing I've seen in the last couple of games is he's highly committed. They're both coming off big operations, so hopefully we get into that stage now where that's behind them, and they get out there and they're feeling fast and fresh, because Hocko's games, there's been plenty of grit in what he's doing. He just needs to find a little bit more finesse about how he's controlling the game for the Dogs.
Paul Gallen obviously in a bit of doubt as well. If he's not there, what sort of damage is that going to do to the side?
Yeah, he just does so much work. Gal, he's just a regular old machine, a little cyborg Gal. So we're going to have to find another cyborg somewhere.
Fullback spot as well, something that everybody's questioning. There's a few injuries there to guys like Matt Moylan and Dugan. Who do you see coming into the mix there if they're out?
Well, I'm not sure how Dugan is, so hopefully he plays this week or next week for the Dragons, but he'll be definitely in the mix. I think Matty Moylan had a bit of an injury, which most likely hurt his opportunity to have his best game last week. So there's still a few there, still a few blokes, pushing for that fullback spot.
What about James Tedesco? How do you rate him? He's certainly put his hand up.
Yeah, he's good. He was good. Did some wonderful things when he got himself into the game. And he's still young. He's had a couple of seasons interrupted with injuries. So, whether it's this year, next year, or the year after, he'll be definitely pushing people, for the fullback spot.
Thinking back to your time in Origin, what were some of your what was your favourite moment, if you can pick one out?
Favourite. They're all good. Well, that's the thing about Origin. They're all good. Obviously, my last game was Brennan. From a point of view of I got to play with a lot of younger kids who I've now still watching play Origin. So that was a real highlight for me, just spending a week with just seeing how they get about, their personality. So that was exciting for me. But I scored a try in my last game, which was quite a moment. But there's plenty more. A lot of them are blurred actually. Early days in Origin, a lot of blurred memories. But and all my good friends. The coach is a really good friend, Ricky Stewart. I've got some fantastic friends out of Origin that live all over the state, so it's always great catching up with them.
And as a spectator now on the other side, what do you look forward to most about State of Origin time?
Yeah, it's pretty hard now. It's a very different game to when we were playing. We had good crowds and big crowds, but the saturation of media has a big effect, and that seems to actually get the best out of the boys. So I just love the support. You get here with all the Blatchies, and you go into Queensland, and the support that the public's given this game is incredible. So I just look forward to the week. I look forward to how the blokes react to all the criticism and the adulation as well. So it's just, kick-off. Actually, kick-off. The first tackle is always really good.